All right. So I'm going to unlock the tokens for everybody. You guys can go ahead and move freely. So Wookrath, you're going north. Dante, you're in the room.
Yeah, so I'll root around there for a little bit, and then what kind of stuff is in there, and do I get any indication on, is it human cloaks that were kind of look like the Xanathar's guys? Is it, you know,
Talking about in that little square room, right?
yeah, and what
Yeah.
kind of stuff?
It looked like it was it looked like it was like an armor room, to be honest. It looked like might have been an old armory. A lot of the clothes looks like it would have been the linens that you would have worn under armor, like maybe chainmail or plate mail or something like that. So yeah, it definitely looks like it was an armor at one point, and this place probably would have been a lot better, a lot better shape, quite a while back too. So yeah, this has been
Okay.
yeah, it's been abandoned for a while. Well, I mean, it is a sewer, but yeah, but you don't find anything, and like I said, I always reward you guys anyway. Even if a module says, oh, there's nothing in here, if you guys get high enough roll, you guys know what I do. I will always reward you with a roll on the magic item table anyway. So, but yeah, so as you look around this corner, give me a stealth check really quickly, Wookrath, as you round that corner, and it's like a little arrow slit in the wall, because there is a. Oh yeah, yeah. Your stealth check did not do you any good, and standing up as you round the corner, there is a goblin that you have pretty much taken by surprise here. And this goblin looks like he was probably sleeping. He's got a bunch of crust in his eyes and, you know, drool coming down off of one side of his mouth, and he speaks in a goblin language to you. And I'll put that. So I don't know if you can understand it or not.
No.
I do.
Yeah, so that's what you hear, and he repeats it, several times.
He says he wants to attack you. No, he says he gives up.
He says, yeah, he's basically saying, no, hurt me, and
Yeah,
but yeah, you were pretty loud.
I translate that to Wookrath.
Yeah, being in heavy armor, Wookrath doesn't help too much because it gives you disadvantage on stealth checks.
You hear like a bunch of rattling just running around, just like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he has a couple of weapons. He has a short sword, an old rusted scimitar, and he's got a short bow that's kind of leaned up on the wall. But he doesn't seem like he's making any kind of attacking gestures towards you. So he's just kind of standing there, deer in headlights.
Pull his weapons away and say, "Who's up the stairs?"
Oh, yeah. So you're basically speaking to him in Goblin then, right?
In Goblin, yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he says, lots more powerful goblins up ahead.
How many is lots more?
He says lots, and he starts counting on his fingers, and then he sits down, pulls off his like leather shoes, and he starts counting toes too, and he runs out of toes.
All right. No, don't leave the pants on. Leave the pants on. I don't care if there's 21.
He said there was one more. Okay. Two more.
Leave them on. Leave them on. And I say, okay. Who's the big goblin? Who's the chief goblin?
Oh, he says, oh, no big goblin. Big dark Duergar. His name's Zemk. Zemk. Z-E-M-K. Yeah, Zemk. He says, no big goblin. Big dark Duergar. His name's Zemk.
And I ask him about Floon. I say, did they bring a human here with red hair?
Oh, clothes? Pretty human. He shakes. Yes. Give me a persuasion check as you're having this conversation with him as well.
Sure.
And you can add +2 to that roll as well, because you're speaking Goblin. Actually, he's impressed with one of your kind speaking Goblin. So yeah, he says, "Oh yes, pretty human. Yes, other boss man took him."
Tell him I translate this to him. Can you bring us up there?
So I ask, what other boss man? What do you mean?
Oh, other boss man. His name Grumshar. He said he take care of human. He know that his dad rule all of city up above. Yo yeah. He get money from him.
No, they got the wrong human.
Uh-oh.
And I take his sword from him and I say, you got to go find a new tribe. This isn't your tribe anymore. Go away.
Oh.
And I kind of shoo him out towards the.
Well, hold on. I need to put my boots back on. And he sits down in the filth and the slop, and he puts his shoes back on, and he scampers off.
Trying to count to 21. I love it.
Yeah, he was. Now he said he could count to 22. I don't know how.
I don't know how that works. Yeah. So.
But he just scampers off. He just, you can hear him just spattling away. As he jumps back into the water, you can hear him. And he disappears.
Yeah, I tell everybody there's more goblins up there. It's run by a guy named Zemek Duergar, and it looks like Floon's up there, so we're on the right track.
Should we clear out the rest of this lower level? See wasn't there a door back there behind us?
Oh, forget the door. Let's get Floon and get out of here.
Greaves is going to start putting on the Xanathar uniform or disguise or.
It was a good idea, because you were the only one that I actually heard say that. So put that on your character sheet too. You got a Xanathar outfit.
Would one of you mind using some ink to draw some eyeballs on my face?
Alright.
Yeah, I've got some ink right here, right on the side of my boot.
Very well, I shall do it myself.
Nasty ink.
Is Seraphina there or no?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Well,
She
I'm
just
over
skittled
here.
up, yeah.
All right, well, if you want to get your costume on there and lead the way, that'd probably give us a few more minutes. Maybe we can get the jump on him.
Yeah, so you guys spent a couple minutes. You get on your disguise, Greaves, and what were you going to say?
How long is the coat or whatever the robe he's wearing?
The cloak? It's a little shorter on Greaves because the Kenku are kind of short. So, yeah, no, but actually you said that you looked for one that was your size. So, yeah, you have one that's regular humanoid size, yeah.
Because if it was like really long, I could like lift him up on my shoulders then.
Like a big, scary Xanathar guild leader or something like that?
Like
Maybe
the
a big
Princess
boss.
Bride, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then like when we get in there, I just pop my head out. FBI, help.
I love it. I love it.
The Farunian Band of Instigators, is that what FBI stands for?
No, it stands for Friendly Buddy Inspectors.
Oh, okay.
Friendly
But
buddy
since
inspectors.
we're not
I like it.
friendly. That's
So
the thing.
we inspect buddies?
I just
understand.
totally thought of a great FBI, but I can't say it. I just
What?
can't say it. No, I'm not saying it, Wookrath, because you're... No way, man. Your ears
I'll take
are
off my
melted.
headset. I'll take off my headset.
No, I'm not saying it. Anyways, we will continue on. So you guys want to go up north, right?
Yeah, that's my vote.
Sure.
I'll just go ahead and stroll in, like I belong.
Yeah. So sure, Greaves, if you're taking point, you get your disguise on, and there's a dip actually, sort of like a dip where you're going to go back under the sewer channel. So you're going to go, so that's how the map works. So you guys are going to dip down, and then some stairs will come back up. And as you travel about 20, 30 feet, and there is a large room that opens up. And this room is
there's
definitely
like
a
stuff
type of
dripping out of the
barrack.
channel, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially where you get, especially where you're walking under. There's like all kinds of like seams of like mold that's kind of slimy green goo that's kind of hanging down, and you can hear there's some water, a couple of puddles, and you can hear bleak bleak as it's kind of like dripping. But as you walk back up the stairs, you can see that there's a barracks or a sleeping area here, Greaves. And there's inside of this sleeping area, there are 6 tattered, like rat-infested straw-stuffed mattresses, because you can hear rats squeaking, and they start running everywhere into like the mouse holes and stuff like that, and the bottom of or the base of the walls. And there's nobody here. Doesn't look like there's anything valuable, but like I said, you guys are free to inspect.
Before I know there's nobody in there, I just come in like, FBI, open up. Oh, no one's here.
Well, as Greaves, as you kind of look down here because you're leading point, luckily, as the FBI leader yells FBI, there's a closed door, thankfully, that the FBI shout doesn't go streaking through all of the entire sewer,
Hey, Woocraft, cool it with the FBI stuff, man. You gotta keep it quiet, right?
Okay.
I hope he keeps doing it. FBI! So yeah, everybody that's inspecting around, you guys are finding pretty much all useless crap, and there's another door here down at the bottom that looks like it goes to the east. Looks like it goes further on.
All right, Grievous, try door number 2 for us.
I'm just gonna go ahead and try and open and go through.
Sure, yeah. It's not locked. You give it a good once over. There's no traps or pits or needles or fireball runes, and you open it up and it looks like it's another identical room. So and I'm sure you're going to be ginger with it. You're not going to just barrel through and break the door down. Why don't you give me a perception check as you are opening the door quietly to move into the room. Yeah, you hear some whispering up ahead, actually. You definitely hear some whispering. Not whispering, but gentle talking. It's sort of like, no, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It should be done this way. Do it this way. That's pretty much what you hear.
And I whisper back, there are voices ahead. If you don't mind, I'll go see what's going on.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so yeah, the same type of environment. Six more of these straw stuffed mattresses, and basically up to the north, you do see that you see a back, basically, and there's someone, and then you see as you start coming around the corner a little more, you see a familiar face. Let's see. Let's get these guys on here. You see, how should I tell you this? A familiar person you can notice. Remember Krentz?
I do.
From the yawning portal, you see him basically here, and he's got his back as you kind of come around the corner, but you see that dark dwarf and give me a stealth check as you're walking up on him as well. And as you're moving into this room, you can see there's sort of like a little slough, a little alcove, and it looks like these two jackballs are basically trying to stack furniture up in front of this door. It looks like they're trying to barricade a door. And Krentz is taking this and stacking this stuff up, and this Duergar, you remember the Duergar, his name was yeah, there you go. And yeah, this dwarf is kind of saying, "Oh, you're doing it all wrong," etc., etc., etc. And your stealth check is is pretty good, and you pretty much walk right up on them, and they don't even notice you, even though you slide a hand. Your stealth, is it your stealth proficiency times 2, or I mean, even if it's not, you would still have a high enough check. So
What is it that we're? Oh, sleight of hand.
yeah, it's no problem. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same thing with Dex and everything.
Oh, did I hit the wrong one? My bad.
Yeah, no, it's all right, no problem at all. So yeah, you see these two guys, and this dwarf is kind of the dwarf is trying to tell him that he's doing shit. He's stacking this stuff wrong. So yeah. So what are you gonna do as you're right there, kind of looking at these two guys? They don't even see you sneaking up on their 6.
Backstab.
Yeah, you know it. I draw my rapier.
Okay. And that'll be as part of
whisper,
your stealth roll as well. We'll say that as part of your stealth roll.
I whisper to him, Zemk, as I attack and sneak attack.
Oh, so you say Zemk, and he turns around and he says, "Huh?" And he says, "What are you doing here?" As you give him. So go ahead and get your attack, and you're going to get advantage on that attack because he did not even know that you were there. So you may go ahead and have a free advantage attack.
Sorry, this damn map won't
Thanks for the
load when I
bits,
need it to.
Jablo. Thank you. What's not working?
I'm trying to use a macro, but it's covered up by the.
Is it user error or what?
a little bit, and a little bit of my. I just can't move the map. Like it. I have this problem a few times.
Why don't you hold down Control and resize the map? Hold down Control and right-click on the map and just resize it to a smaller window. Will that work for you? And then you can move the map around wherever you want it. Is it working?
Yeah. Hang on one sec.
You need to get that set up.
So much.
Oh, you're on a laptop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying not to wake my wife and kid. They're in the room with the desktop.
If you're on a Mac laptop, I'm double sorry.
Thanks for playing, right?
Your attack is you didn't even roll it with advantage. You should have hit just roll another attack. Next time you have advantage, hit the ADV button in the lower left-hand corner. So give me one more attack, normal attack, and then we'll take the best of those two. Hopefully you can hit this time. Oh, yeah, your attack with advantage is a miss, 10 versus AC. All right, so
some inspiration there.
If you want to use your inspiration, I will let you re-roll that attack with advantage. So there you go. Hit your ADV button down there and roll your attack. Jablo, thanks again for the bits. Totally appreciate it. Wood, thanks for
Oh, man, it's not meant to be.
Wow, that is, yeah. You guys have other inspirations. If you want to give him, and you guys give your inspirations away, it don't matter to me. Because you're going to lose them if you don't use them.
I'll give you one of mine. I really just want you to hit him.
I really want to hit him too.
I hope you miss about 4. Like last night, my whole party blew inspiration on one check. I love it. A check with disadvantage, actually. Come on, Greaves, you can hit. Tighten up over there. There you go, you crit. All right, so
yeah, that was worth it then.
Don't forget to add sneak attack, because when you have advantage on your attack, you get to have sneak attack. So add that on your token, and then roll your damage, and watch the dice fly. Oh, just once, not twice. Look at him trying to double dip on me, guys. Look at that.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Sneaky guy.
I'm going to take inspiration away from Woocraft for that. because he's got
Hey!
2. All right, roll your damage now, Greaves, and we'll see how much damage you do. All right, nice job. You hit for 21, and the Duergar is, he would be a Duergar. He's critically wounded. So everybody roll initiative now.
It's a good way to start a battle, though. Good job.
Do I
It
trigger the
is,
bonus
yeah.
action?
You get you get as a surprise, you get attack or a bonus action. I think you get either or in 5e, right?
Okay.
Nice crit though, man. Look at that. He's trying to double dip on sneak attack damage, and he's trying to get another action. Can I get my second attack and third attack? Look at that, man. Falconer,
Hey,
you are killing me, buddy.
Take it right
Right, I know.
The double dip was not intentional. That first one. Anyway.
No, I know it wasn't. I got a Raja. All right, nice rolls, guys. You guys have been the king of initiative rolls tonight. So Dante, you're up.
So I will run up and do an attack on Zimic here. And I will use my booming blade.
Can't wait till you get fireball. All
Oh,
right.
it's gonna be great.
That's all you're going to do is fireball. Just like the old Dante.
Heck yeah.
Oh, 14's a miss. Oh.
Let me do my inspiration. My last inspiration.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody else want to give inspiration away?
I really want to, but at the same time, I don't want to.
No, that's okay.
I'll be
missed.
nice and do it.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, okay. Give her one more try.
Yeah.
Please don't fuck it up.
Dope, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I can see why you don't waste your inspiration.
Womp, womp, womp. Sorry.
All right, Aptor, you can hear some stuff going on around the corner. So what do you do?
All right, I'm gonna move up so I can get to there,
Sure. Yeah, you can see the Duergar for sure.
and I will cast Toll the Dead on the Duergar.
Okay. So his wisdom saving throw was a failure. So your cantrip is successful. All right, so let's see. You point at the creature. The Dolorous Bell fills the air around for a moment. The target fails the saving throw, and it takes the, nice, 9 necrotic damage. And let's see, if the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead, wow, so So yeah, you did the 1d12, so he took 9. Very nice. I like that Toll the Dead. That's something you're the first person that's actually really started using it, because most of my clerics don't take necrotic stuff. They usually take all radiant. So yeah, nice job. So yeah, the Duergar Zemp falls unconscious from Toll the Dead. He's incapacitated. Wookrath, what say you, young man?
I'll cast Bless.
All right. You cast Bless. How about I give you a little hint? I don't think your party's going to need Bless for this, because you've already got one guy dead, and you got the other guy. Remember the other guy, Krentz, he was getting beat up by that female half-orc in the tavern. So he's a wussy. Well, I mean, she's pretty badass anyway. I mean, she's a arm wrestling champion, so she's strong as hell, and she beat the shit out of him. So I don't think you'll need Bless, bud. Don't waste your spell slot on that. Look at that. What a nice guy, man.
Yeah, so
Thanks.
That was nice, Dave.
What a nice guy, man.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Wookrath,
And
just for being the FBI leader. Now is a good time to yell FBI, Wookrath.
FBI.
You got enough movement to get in there and smash his face, or what?
No, I was only able to get on the table.
Okay.
So am I able
that's
to
a
throw my
cot.
javelin?
That's not a table. You can throw a javelin again. Yeah, you can do it.
Alright. I'll do it.
That's a nice hit. Yeah, you skewer him like a hog. And he remembers you guys, too. He goes, oh no, it's not you again. So you stick the javelin right center chest, and he goes, as he looks at you and falls down to his knees, he says, oh, it's not you guys again. And then he just kills over dead. Falls on his face. Poof. Nice job.
I take it he didn't get healed since he got his ass kicked by Yara? Or
no. Oh, no, dude. His eyes were like baseballs, like black baseballs. He said, no, it's not you again. And then he just died.
One shot, one kill.
So, yeah, you guys are out of combat. I'll give you guys a little bit of XP here in a little while. And you guys pull that furniture down because I know that's what you would do anyway.
Yeah,
And
what's behind that door?
yeah, it looks like it's got a horrible smell, and it's like a cesspit, you know. And you can see it's got a latrine in it and stuff. But that's what you see. There's a couple of and you know. Yeah, it's just got a horrible smell, but it's definitely a crapper.
So I
They were
kind of
blocking
cover
this
my
thing?
nose and go over to the cesspit and kind of see what's down there, because obviously they're
Sure.
barricading this.
I'll go in too.
All
I
right.
don't even need to cover my nose.
Well,
No, it's like home for you, Wookrath.
Yep. Exactly like home.
All right, so why don't everybody that's in the latrine that can fit in there, why don't all of you guys give me an investigation check?
I want to see what I can find on Krentz and Zem's body. Anything that will help me look more Xanathar.
Actually, the
Or
only
any loot.
no, remember, Krentz, he has the same outfit as what you're wearing, but that Duergar, no, he doesn't have any kind of doesn't look like he has any affiliation. Maybe he is. What do you think he would be? Maybe a mercenary or something like that? Because he doesn't. Seems like he doesn't have anything. I mean, he's got. There's. Let's see. What does he have on him? Really, nothing of any value. He's got like a shoddy, basically a shoddy war pick. I mean, you could use that, but his armor's just all. Especially after you guys destroying him, his armor's really no good. Which was scale mail, but you guys basically that armor's destroyed. Now, as you guys are in the latrine, you guys do find something actually. You hear some like a sucking sound, like a slippery sucking sound, and you guys look up and you see like a grayish film with a bunch of bones and rusty looking weapons as it falls down onto the latrine. So it basically, this heavy blob falls down on the latrine, smashes it, and it's basically just stands up and it starts to attack you. So you guys in there, give me an initiative check. Everybody go ahead and give me an initiative check, because this is what you guys are seeing. Basically, it's some type of ooze.
Does that
And you
include
guys-
me?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, I would probably say no. I know the first two, Wookrath and Dante's, but you hear stuff going on in there now, and I'm sure they would probably be yelling ooze or whatever they'd be using, FBI or ooze or whatever.
FBI.
He's got queer. I asked him in Dwarven, what is it?
Does he speak Dwarven?
We
Wookrath
both speak.
does.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I am a dwarf.
You're not a dwarf. You're a dragonborn.
I know them, just joking around.
I was gonna say you're a ugly ass dwarf. I'm sorry.
He does speak it though.
He does. All right, so
Maybe.
let's see. Let's go ahead and ooh man, my initiative rolls are absolutely horrible tonight. So after you can hear stuff going on, you're up first. Nice roll, man. 21.
Yeah, I'm just going to ready in action if something comes running out of that hallway, and I would attack it if it comes out. So
Okay, sounds good. Woocraft, what about you?
I'll disengage.
All right. Action, and you get out of there. Move up to your movement. I heard your dad say, disengage, get out of there.
Retreat.
Disengage!
All right, so you move back.
Good luck, Dantes.
Oh, McGreaves, you're up.
Oh, I'm in it. Okay.
Yeah, you're in it to win it. There's space in there. I mean, there's 2 spots in there. You can stand on that latrine. Well, actually, the latrine's smashed now, so.
No thanks. I'm gonna back up.
Nobody likes slimes?
Just want to put a wall right behind Dantes so he can't escape.
It's either nobody
I just
likes
saw Woocraft run,
slimes,
and I'm like, screw
or
that.
somebody's looking at the monster manual. One of the two.
Alright.
Because usually they engage everything. Usually you guys engage everything. Why are you guys running away from this puny little slime?
What happens if I attack it and it sucks me inside of it?
Yeah, it could. Maybe. Dantes. What?
So when it falls down, Dante screams out, "Oh crap!" I mean, like literally, that's crap. And I will take the disengage action and move away.
All right. All right. So as you take the disengage action, you notice that the ooze is just sitting there. Well, it's just stationary on top of all of the broken pieces of wood from the latrine, etc. It doesn't seem like it is following you.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting in there. I would have barricaded the door too.
And the smell was really bad once that latrine broke, and all of the fluid went all over and on your feet and on your pants, and oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been trudging around the sewer for a while now, so I guess that's to be expected.
Yeah, the
If I
smell's
can-
starting to become accustomed. Yeah, what's up, Aptor?
if I can run up there and slam that door shut, if that's possible.
No. Leave it open. That way the thing can wreak havoc on this whole place when we're gone.
Or just get worse.
You don't want to trap it in there. Let it roam free.
It's not even moving.
I'm going to strip the regalia off of what is this guy? Krentz, and see if I can't dress myself up a little like the Xanathar's Guild as well.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and put that on your inventory tab. Yeah, go for it.
Don't
All
worry,
right.
I got some ink on my boots too.
No, I'll skip
colorful
for the
ink?
face paint. I'll just use the cloak.
Cloak of visibility.
The yellow ink. Yummy. All right, so you guys moving on. You guys, whoever's taking point, announce yourself.
I'll take point.
All right, so you see another, corridor goes south, and as you move over the corner, it goes all the way down a long 20 to 30 foot corridor, and you can actually see at the end of the corridor, it lights up, and it looks like there's some type of, maybe like a large hall or something, because it opens up into a room where, the ceiling's about 10 foot. And this is actually because, remember, you dip down under actually where the sewer is, and when you come back up, you can see a large room. And it's actually pretty large. It's within your vision. And inside this room, give me a stealth check, whoever is, because you can actually see a couple of figures in there because it's way back in your dark vision, sort of on the edge of your dark vision. So yeah, Greaves, you can give good nice check. Next time you do a stealth check, put that in the tower for me. Like all your stealth checks and all of your lockpicking checks, you can put those in the tower. So
Gotcha.
yeah, no problem at all. So Seraphina, you're stealthing up with him as well, and you two get up to the edge of this room, and it looks like it's like an audience chamber. And you can see 3 figures, and you can also see that there are a couple of other halls that kind of go to the side on the eastern wall, as you can see. And then there's another entry to there's not really an entry, there's double doors right here on the west wall.
I'm gonna move up.
So you said the 3 figures are like all the way in the back end of the room?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm gonna populate the encounter really quick and you guys are there. We'll kind of lock tokens up now. So as you're going in, there's like these threadbare types of curtains that are hanging on the east wall, and you can see towards the back there's a half orc, really muscular. This dude is like huge, and he's in robes. He's not in any kind of armor or anything like that. He's in like these robes, and you see him with his foot on the chest of a male human, of course, with wavy red blonde hair. And he's, as he's punching, this is definitely Floon for sure. I mean, and he actually looks just like Rainier Neverember. They could definitely pass as brothers. And this half-orc's hand is on fire, and he's just punching Floon in the face. And Floon he's like trying to squirm out from under his foot, and he says, he says, Neverember, you're just gonna sit there and take this, and your dad's gonna pay us handsomely. And then behind them, which I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys right now where this orc is. He's there basically. So yeah, there's him, which is probably Grumshar, and then there is the behind that is a figure, and this figure is quite creepy looking, quite scary looking, and this creature sitting on like a throne behind him, very nightmarish figure, wearing black robes, and as it stands up, and you could see that this creature has like a pet that he was basically just kind of gently caressing this pet, and then as he stands up, he puts this creature, which looks like a brain basically. He stands up and puts the brain down beside him. And it's like a brain that's like kind of pulsing. And, this figure's he stands up, he's like 7 foot tall. He's got these large, bulbous, milky white eyes, and he's got rubbery looking purple skin, and he's got 4 large tentacles that are kind of slashing around and circling, kind of encircling around his mouth, and he sets down that creature. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. This is what the creature looks like that he sat down. It's like a little dog, but it's like a brain with legs, and you're like, what the hell is that? And then you see this other creature as it stands up. It is. Why don't you guys give me a you two that's up front, why don't you guys give me a quick intelligence check as you see this creature stand up. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're second level, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Just checking.
You know, you metagamer looking at that. I know. I love it.
Oh, this thing looks lovely.
It does.
I mean,
doesn't
those brain pets are adorable.
Wouldn't you just love to have one of those, sort of like
I
one of those
want one.
World of Warcraft pets, just follow you around everywhere that you go to?
Call it Squish, because that's the sound it makes when you
Every step it
food
takes,
is
it
a
goes. Every step it takes.
Aw.
Treyo, thanks for the follow. Oh, so yeah, he's got his foot, and this other figure he sees you, but the half orc Grumshar, he already told you that there was an orc called Grumshar in here. He's basically beating the hell out of Floon, and I'll also add Floon onto the map as well. So, and of course, Floon is right basically under his foot. He's stepping on him. So that's what you see. You see the double doors on the left, 3